Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations Studio Series 8622 Brawn. We have Transformers Brawn from the 1986 movie, which is essentially just G1 Brawn. And like the other mini bots that we've been getting, he is basically a small deluxe, a full-size deluxe in robot mode that has a vehicle that's been compacted down, and he looks pretty dang nice. Starting out at the front, I love the grille. We've got a little yellow painted fender. I think I would have liked a little more on the sides. We've got some nicely blue painted windows. I'm real bummed we don't have blue painted windows in the back, but I do recognize that this would be a prime rub spot due to transformation. We have some silver paint on the rims. He does roll just fine. Looks pretty dang good in this background. Obviously, the background is the ship during the attack. Brawn gets murked pretty early on in the movie, and we'll show that in his robot mode. And up top, we have storage for his gun. He's got his little Brawn gun. Cute little gun. Let's see. There we go. Some nice details there. We also have a tire that unfortunately is not painted. I would have liked if it was painted to match. And it has a 5mm port right up top to stick both of those things. That is the only port on him, so you can't really store the gun anywhere else. I was looking if, it would have been nice if there was storage down here or something. The clearance would have been fine for the most part, I think. But it does go here. And Brawn, like I said, he is a deluxe. If we bring him in next to, for example, Earthrise Prowl, 2 Earth modes, they do look pretty good together. I like that scale. Brawn's realistic vehicle mode would be bigger. I like the 2 Autobot symbols right up front, but he's a mini bot, and I like how they look together. Compared to my Brawn, well, we've got this guy right here. Here is Titan's Return Brawn, and we can see there the size difference. The colors, I do like this olive green, but I also like that kind of more evergreen look. And yeah, again, very much a deluxe versus the smaller core class. And then we do have the Titan class Brawn, which turns into a little Jeep like this. And this is obviously the Takara Brawn that sits inside it. But you can, I think we got to go this way. You can get him seated inside it like he's driving. So there are 3 Brawns together and how they look pretty cute. And yeah, overall, if you're looking for a G1 ass Brawn, then this is the one for you. If you want, it to be bigger and deluxe-y, then this is definitely the one for you in this alt mode. Again, would have appreciated a little more paint up front. Would have appreciated a little more paint in the back. The back I can understand better because of the transformation, which we're going to get into right now. All right, starting out, we're going to take off the tire and the gun. Actually, I think we leave on the tire because I'm pretty sure this is nowhere to go on his robot mode, but nowhere else to go, I should say, but we'll confirm that. We're going to flip up this piece, and this is why I think they didn't want to paint the back, because they're worried about, doing this too many times and rubbing out the paint. We can come in and unclip the front of the car, the sides. They are not tabbed in, but they're kind of securely tucked into these alcoves, and we're going to just bring the legs down and away. Bring them all the way down. And then we can close things up on themselves, and they do tab in nicely. Fold out our front foot, our toes, and our heels like so. And those are the tires basically, or tires, the legs basically done. We can fold down the head, which lets us rotate around the front of the car to fold things back up and give him his head. We can open up, there we go, the back of the vehicle. It comes up and away, which allows us to untab the arms from each other. There we go. And we can flip out the side windows on either side. And then we can rotate up the arms. They just kind of hook in and there's a friction joint. There's a little like patch here and a piece that it attaches to on the yellow plastic, which has enough friction to hold everything in place. Fold out his hands like so, bring that back up, and then bring up his little backpack, rotate that waist, and here is Studio Series Brawn in his robot mode. We can give him his gun, and like I said, there's no new 5mm port. He can hold the tire if you want him to, but it might be better just to leave it on his back. And Brawn here looks pretty good. We can put him up on here, you know, there he is shooting some incoming Decepticons on his little diorama background. He is nice and chunky. I do like that. I like the heft to him. He is, unfortunately, we can see a little on the loose side. So up top, we have a nice, as soon as I say loose, things are tight. We have a kind of sticky with paint swivel for his head. And he's got a big head, so you can get a good grip and just turn it. 360 on the ball joint on the shoulder. Can go out at the shoulder that far. Bicep swivel. He can curl the bicep, which is nice. Do the full elbow range there. No wrist swivel. We did see the waist swivel, and he can do the full Van Damme. But again, just a little on the loose side. Not like super loose, but a little loose. 90-degree bend at the knee, thigh swivel, ankle tilt, and because of his transformation, you can kind of get those ankles toes pointed up and down a little bit. They feel loose when you're moving them, but they seem to hold up pretty well. So like I said, maybe a teensy bit loose, but overall, I think a nice looking Brawn. I like the big red Autobot symbol on his chest against the yellow. The colors here, we saw hints of yellow before, but now it's like very prominent. It goes with the olive green pretty nicely. He just looks good. I will say, I wish the backpack, like it folds up and it collapses, but I do wish there was a locking point here, but it's not like a major concern. It's just a little bit of a turtle shell. And yeah, he is, like I said, he was a small vehicle. He's kind of a small deluxe, but he works at this size point. I think that's what people want him to measure up as. For me, I like the design a lot. The big problem is I really, really like the Titans Return one, and obviously he's holding himself as a gun. We can get rid of that. But here are them next to each other, and obviously they're referencing the same thing. As much as this is smaller and less detailed, I think I like, let's get both of these head sculpts in here. I like this head sculpt more than this one. I also really like these head sculpts, you know, just all the Brawn heads. The other thing is that this version is compatible with the Titans Return play pattern, which is something that is important to me. I really like that play pattern. I like that I can open up this vehicle and put a little guy in here. That is awesome. I like that I can do that. This doesn't have that compatibility. It was not a priority, obviously. They were looking just for screen accuracy, and I think they did a good job doing it. But for me, it's not a lot of value added to the toy. I just really like the Titans Return one. So in that vein, Brawn here is going to be a giveaway. I'll put him back in the box. He'll have the backdrop with him. I don't need a Brawn. I'm probably looking forward to like Outback. That would be cool, you know, the repaint version. But as is, I just don't need this guy. So you have a chance to win him. If you haven't seen my giveaways before, here's how they work. Every time I decide to do a giveaway, you have 1 week, actually 6 days, let me specify 6 days to get a response into the question of the day. Down in the comments below, let me know the answer and that you want to enter the giveaway. On the night of the 6th day, I will draw a winner, and then on the 7th day, 1 week from today's video, that video will come up with the winner. So keep an eye out on my videos to see if you won one of my giveaways. Having Brawn in hand, seeing Studio Series 86 doing the animated movie, I think my question is, if we decided to step away from the 1986 movie, there are other Transformers movies, namely the Rise of the Predacons animated movie. I don't know if there were any other animated ones, but what is a Studio Series character that is not in the live action movies that you would love to see in the toy line, whether it's 86, whether it's something different, the gamer edition, again, let's focus on the movies rather than the gamer edition stuff. What is a Studio Series toy that you still want to see? For me and my money, I think it is Transformers Prime Predacon from Predacons Rising. Predaking would be really, really awesome to see from Transformers Prime, getting the full Studio Series treatment, especially after how good they did a job